So the next sound I'm going to talk about is specifically the lip roll with your lungs. You can see the people who do this. Ball-Zee does it a lot. I really like when he does it, and Kim does it, although he does it in a different style that I can't quite do. But anyway, so I like Ball-Zee's way of doing it, so I'm going to teach it in Ball-Zee's way because I learned it from watching him. So, the sound I'm referring to is when he goes. I'm breathing that in. I'm not going. I'm going. You can also do that with the voice, like. I'm not very good at that though. Ball-Zee is really good at speaking inward. I can't speak inward very well. It's really bad. But so on to this. So by now, hopefully you've learned how to go. Right? So now that you've learned that, you should. It's essentially the same thing, but you have to kind of make it a little bit more consistent. So going, you have to keep your lips in the same way, like you have to keep your lips in the same position as when you go. Except, I guess maybe tense a little bit more so it doesn't just like mess up. I mean, I actually find myself opening a little bit more, but that's just me. But you just have to practice. And also, make sure you breathe in hard enough, because you know how I said you need to make sure you take in enough air for. You need to make sure you need to take up enough air, and it's the same for this. You need to. You can't just go, because then it just sounds a little bit. You need to breathe in. Breathe in. You know, and it's a really cool bass, and it sounds really good on a mic. I mean, I feel like it sounds a little bit weird just, acoustically in person, but I don't know. I really like it, and I've been using that more and more lately. And it took me it didn't take me as long to learn the actual lip roll as it did to learn this sound. But, I don't know. It took me longer to learn the actual lip roll. But, you just have to practice that. And this moves on to the sound that I can do, but not very well. This is the sound that you've seen Looperman do a special sound. It's like, I'm not very good at it. But, so now it's time to go with inward vocalized lip rolls. This is some difficult stuff. This is a very difficult sound. It is also known as, Babeli's special sound. It's stuff like that. So basically, if you want some references, you can look at Looperman, Looperman, Babeli, and I think there are other beatboxers. Oh yeah, Ball-Zee. And the way you're gonna have to learn to do this, I'll have to teach my other sound later. But you have to learn how to go really high inwards, or it doesn't have to be high, because you can go like Ball-Zee does, and I'm not very good at that either. But that's also a way, that's still inward vocalized. But the way they do it is they like to go very high up because it sounds really cool and dubstep-like, and it's a very cool sound effect. I can't do it very well because I do it in a different way. And I'll maybe show you guys my special sound later. But basically, the way you do it is you have to breathe in, and you have to make your voice really high, like, and be like. The only problem with mine is I can't get a lot of air when I do that. When I do that, I get like only a little bit of airflow, so it's hard to pull in because this sound requires a lot of air, which is why I do my sound my way, because it allows me to take more air while keeping the high note. And I can't do that outward, by the way. I can't do a high note outward. I can only do it inward because I don't know, my vocal cords work that way. So basically, you want to go while you're going. I'm absolutely terrible at it, and it just has something to do with, like, partially with the fact that my vocal cords, they don't, the way when I go really high, it just doesn't allow my airflow to go very far, but I don't know. I'm hoping to practice it, and maybe I will get better at it. I've already gotten better at going. I don't know. Still sounds really dumb by itself, but I have it for other sounds, like the Lito sound and my special sound, which I won't do in this video, but I will hopefully be able to do a tutorial later. So that's that sound. Now, on to the next sound.